Ever wonder what childhood looks like without screens? No phones, no tablets, no TikTok, just life, raw and real. That's how the Amish raise their children. It might seem impossible in today's world, but to them, it's the only way. While the rest of us are tangled in notifications and distracted dinners, their kids are out there, growing, working, becoming. Slowly, gently, and maybe better for it. This ain't about romanticizing the past. It's about learning what we've forgotten, and maybe remembering what matters most. A childhood made of wood, not Wi-Fi. You step into an Amish home, and it's quiet. Not awkward quiet. Peaceful. There's no hum from a television. No blinking lights from a router. Just the soft clink of dishes. The low murmur of voices. And kids, real kids, laughing, working, talking. Amish children grow up in homes made of real things. Wood, wool, sunlight. No glowing screens. No background noise. They live with their families, not next to them. And they don't miss what they've never had. That's the thing. When distraction's not an option, connection becomes normal. Learning isn't locked in a classroom. The Amish don't just teach with books. They teach with life. A 5-year-old might know how to feed a calf before she can write her name in cursive. Learning happens on the floor kneading dough, in the barn mucking stalls, on the porch listening to Grandpa's stories. It's not always neat, not always tidy, but it sticks. Schooling formally ends around 8th grade, but the real education never stops. Every day's a lesson. Every task is training. It's slow, sure, but deep. When kids grow up learning with their hands, it tends to shape the heart too. Faith isn't a lesson, it's a lens. For Amish families, faith ain't just something you learn about. It's the lens you see everything through. Children pray before they speak, sing before they play. Church happens in someone's living room, not a stadium. There are no apps to memorize verses, no flashy kids' ministries, just scripture, family, and silence. A kind of sacred hush that sits in the bones. By the time a child turns 12, they've already seen what devotion looks like day in, day out. It's not performed. It's lived, gently, steadily, without hashtags. Chores as a path to confidence. We tend to think chores are a punishment. But to the Amish, chores are a privilege, a mark of trust. Kids are invited to contribute from the moment they're able. A toddler might sweep crumbs. A 6-year-old might carry firewood. These little tasks aren't burdens. They're identity builders. Each job whispers, you belong here. You matter. You help. It changes something inside a child. It grounds them, makes them capable. And let's be honest, when you've learned how to milk a cow by 9, algebra seems a little less scary. Discipline is quiet, not harsh. Amish discipline isn't fire and brimstone. It's quiet, intentional. Parents don't yell. They guide, correct, often through example. A disobedient child might be asked to sit quietly, reflect, help mend what was broken, be it a vase or a trust. Spankings happen, yes, but rarely and never in anger. The goal ain't to punish, it's to shape, to steer. There's a steadiness to it. No reward charts, no timeout corners, just cause and effect. You misstep, you mend. Children learn to think before they act. And more importantly, they know they're loved no matter what. Family isn't just important, it's everything. In the Amish world, family isn't something to make time for. It is time. Meals are shared, always. Not in front of TV, not scrolling through a feed, around a real table. Kids don't eat in their rooms or rush off with friends. They sit, listen, speak. Evenings aren't spent binging shows, but playing games, singing hymns, or shelling peas on the porch. These simple moments knit families together. There's no digital wall between parent and child, just presence and love. Unspoken, sometimes, but known, deep in the chest. Childhood without consumerism. Here's a shocker. Amish kids don't make Christmas lists. They don't beg for the latest gadgets. Why? Because they don't even know they exist. Their world isn't built around ads or trends. It's built around needs, not wants. A toy might be a handmade rag doll, or a wooden wagon carved by Dad. Birthdays? Quiet affairs. Maybe a pie. Maybe a new shirt. Maybe just a hug and a hymn. It's not cold. It's full of gratitude. Simplicity isn't seen as lacking. It's a gift, a freedom, and that shapes the soul. No internet, yet deeply connected. Some say without internet, you're cut off. But the Amish prove otherwise. Kids know their neighbors, know their cousins, know the horse's name down the road. Social life isn't cliques, it's people. Real, messy, lovely people. They play together, work together, worship together. There's no hiding behind avatars, no filters, just eye contact and calloused hands. Community isn't optional, it's air. Children grow up knowing they belong to something bigger, something stronger, and they carry that with them wherever they go, even when they eventually step out during Rumspringa. Technology isn't evil. It's just unnecessary. Let's be clear, the Amish don't hate technology. They just question it, deeply, thoughtfully. They ask, will this bring us closer or pull us apart? If it isolates, distracts, or creates pride, they leave it, not out of fear, out of wisdom, so their children grow up without digital overload. No blue light burnout, no cyberbullying, no identity crisis tied to how many likes they got. Instead, they find their worth in their family, their faith, their hands. That's not backward. That's intentional. What the rest of us might learn. No, you don't need to trade your phone for a buggy. But maybe, just maybe, there's something here we could borrow. What if dinners were screen-free? What if chores weren't punishment, but privilege? What if faith was something lived, not just said? Amish child rearing isn't perfect, but it's real. It's rooted. And in a world that spins faster by the day, it reminds us maybe slower is better. Maybe presence is power. And maybe the best kind of childhood is the one where kids are raised by people, not pixels. What if we remembered too? At Rustic Plantry, we don't just admire the Amish, we learn from them. Their quiet wisdom, their rooted ways, their commitment to a life less tangled. You don't have to go off-grid, but maybe you can look up more. Slow down, talk longer, unplug, even just for a little while. Childhood's already short. Let's not fill it with noise. Let's fill it with meaning. With hands in dough, knees in soil, and hearts full of home. That's where real growing happens. That's where the magic is.